We live? I think we're live in 5, 4, 3. We're live. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me once again. This is your boy ChookChopzz, and tonight I'm going to be having a story time / mukbang. Okay, car combos, of course. Like, comment, and subscribe. We got some really good food tonight. PE, if you know, you know. Got my chopsticks. And tonight I'm going to be talking about my overnight shift last night. And just how I'm disappointed in the lack of teamwork and just lack of motivation. So, pretty much there's something new going on at my job where Thursday nights on the overnights, whenever there's this pretty much I'm gonna tell y'all like this. For a good, like, I'll say I've been with this company for a good 5 or 6 months now. What I'm used to is one staff per shift. Every single time, every house, no matter what overnight, no matter what house, it's one staff per shift. Okay? So randomly, this one lady comes in on my shift. And this is not last night. I'm jumping so you guys have some insight on this story, right? Ooh, look, guys. Let's see. This is gonna be the the clip, the thumbnail. Okay, so pretty much I'm working on overnight shift, and at 6:30 in the morning, I hear somebody coming in the door with keys, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Who the hell is coming through the door? This never happens before. Hi everyone, thank you for coming into my story time today / mukbang. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe while you guys are listening in to me today. So I'm used to my own flow, right? I'm used to going in on my overnight, starting with making a list for myself so that I know I get everything crossed off my list. I do that with everything in life. I make a list and it gives me some type of, whenever I make a list and I cross it off, I check it off, it gives me some type of endorphins and some type of gratification. Like, I feel more leveled up. You know what I'm saying? So I do a list with everything. So I go in there, I make my list, and I start with all the extra stuff that's gonna make me sweat first. So I could take a break, and you do all the light stuff later, right? So there's a light laundry, right? I always gotta like sweep and mop no matter what. And first of all, my work ethic is top tier, pretty much. So anyone who ever worked with me knows that. But I'm working, and I get off, by the way, at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's 6:30, and somebody's like coming through the door, and I'm like, what is going on here? Who's coming in? And out of nowhere, it's this lady who I've met before, whom very, very much, you can tell, has a attention, a fear of missing out, for sure. She has a FOMO. She has like an attention deficit where she's looking for some type of, she's looking to be down, y'all. Like she want to be down so bad. Like when I tell you her black scent is top tier, like I thought she was mixed with something a little bit, like. But she is something else, y'all. Like for real, she is definitely something else. I'm gonna just be real, I was not happy to see her. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, the supervisor, I'm not gonna say anybody's name. I'll just say supervisor. I'll just say coworker and supervisor for now, like just to save people's names or whatever. This lady told me that the supervisor requested for her to come to the house early to pass meds. And I'm like, it's 6:30 in the morning. They don't usually take their meds until 8. But they can get their meds an hour early or an hour late. So she was right in that aspect, right? So I'm thinking so, right? I'm thinking she's right. But then she's doing all this coughing, and it sounds really, really bad. And I'm very blunt, especially when it comes to germs and like people not being like cleanliness, like clean around me. Like if you're gross, I'm gonna call you out. Like I'm definitely gonna call you out. And I know it may be something like impulse control that I might have to work on, but I'm very blunt about it. Like right now, like that's where I'm at. That's where I've always been at with it too, kind of. Like usually also I usually have my own everything, okay? Because when I was young, I was always taught to always come prepared no matter what, right? So this lady comes in, she's coughing, sound like she coughing up a lung. And I'm like, hey, are you okay? Are you in here sick? And she's like, she gets all close and she's like, it's a sinus infection. You can't get sick. I'm like, first of all, I said, boundaries. I said, space, please. I said, I don't know that you're sick. I don't know that you have a sinus infection. Sinus infection to me, that is like more so of a leakage or a blockage in here. Like, but she's coughing like up a lung. And I'm like, I don't know about this lady. So I'm like, I'm like, don't be in here sick. Cause I was like, I can't get sick. I can't get sick. It's just me. Like I'm all here. I'm giving a speech like I'm Malcolm X on some germaphobe, 99.9 kill all the germ. It was just, it was concerning. And I was pissed on top of it all because I had cleaned and I sanitized everything. And here she go, you coughing, your guts and your lungs all over everywhere. And homegirl, I done already cleaned this whole area. You just tainting everything that I did. Walking all over my floor. Like, she's like, is any of them up? And there was one client that was up using the bathroom. But I'm like, most of them are asleep. Like, you're about to get up and wake them up and then leave. Oh, supervisor asked me to come in because she didn't think the other coworker was gonna come in on time. That was her excuse. That's what she told me, that the supervisor requested for her to come in because the other coworker wasn't gonna come in on time. Okay? So mind y'all. I'm like, okay. I'm letting her rock. But I'm keeping my distance because I'm hearing her coughing all around the house. And mind you, it's pissing me off because she's saying she's not sick. So I'm like, okay. She passed everybody meds. And she's like, oh, and by the way, what's your schedule? Like, who? And I'm like, I discussed my schedule with my supervisor. I'm like, who are you again? Are you a supervisor? She's like, no, I've just been here for like 8 years. I'm like, oh, okay. She's really like very nosy, pushy, like unnecessary. And so I'm trying to finish my job. This lady is all in the way. She's trying to talk to me. She's trying to connect with me, and she's trying to like engage. She's trying to have me engage into her bullshit. And I'm just being so dismissive. Like, no. So this food good, y'all. It's really good. The other coworker comes in on time. She leaves. It's getting close to 9 o'clock. I finished my shift. But she was in my way to the point where I finished making breakfast a little bit later than I usually do. And it ticked me off. It just threw me off. Her being there threw me off of my flow, threw me off of my schedule. I was still able to cross everything off my list. However, that lady really, she blew me, yo. Like, I was so over it. I end up leaving my shift at 9:15. Mind you, I have another client to attend to right after that. You know what I'm saying? Technically, I had time in between, but I like to, if I can, like, get them all done all together simultaneously, I will do that. Most definitely. So that I can at least get a break and lay down for, hours without getting up and, laying back down and getting up. I don't like that type of thing. I want to lay down for a while if I can. But anyway, this lady who passed meds she told me that the supervisor called her and told her to come in to pass meds because she didn't think the girl was gonna come in on time. So I told the coworker, I'm like, yo, you're here on time. I was like, excuse me, did Miss Janine, like, did you contact Miss Janine and tell her you were gonna be running late? She said no. The supervisor. I'm gonna have to edit that out. And she was like, no. She was like, okay, well, I'm tweaking because I actually dropped. But anyway, she ends up calling the supervisor on speaker. And she's like, did you tell so-and-so to come in to pass meds because I wasn't going to be on time? And she said, no, she's on sick. She's on a doctor's note, sick leave. Like, she's on a sick leave. I'm like, she lied to me. She literally lied to me to my face, bro. For no reason. Like, she literally has the keys to that house to come in there coughing on over everything, and she literally is sick. And she's not supposed to be at work. And at the time, this was Saturday going into Sunday. She's not scheduled to come back until Monday night, the Monday overnight. You know I was pissed. I was so pissed, y'all. And she was like, I'm on my way. The supervisor was like, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Because she was like, I want to get the tea. Like, what did she say? What did she do? So I'm updating my coworker, and my coworker is cracking up laughing because I'm like, this stupid freaking lady, like, she's so aggravating. Like, why did she just literally lie to my face? Like, I'm like literally going in on her. I can't reenact it. It's like an in the moment, you had to be there type of thing. But I let her have it. And so there's just been this weird ongoing coincidence of me. And this is why, you guys, I'm going to give you some advice at the end of this video too. This is going to be an insightful little message at the end. Whoops. It's going to be... Oh, wow. Thank you so much for bearing with me through my technical difficulties. Jeez. This food good, y'all. I didn't even get to the shrimp yet. And what's in this fresh refresher? I hope it's not nothing that's going to keep me up, because I want to lay down when I get home. But as I was saying, guys, where's my stand? As I was saying, guys, that's perfect. There's been this weird coincidence of us coming together and working on the same shift. And it has never happened before. The whole 5 to 6 months of me working in this company, I never had to work on the same shift with another staff. Maybe if, I come like 20, 15 minutes early and I'm sitting there eating before they clock out, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but nothing crazy for real. Like, this lady, I clock in at 11. She's there at 11:30. Right? Then now we're going to last night. Because now you done already lied to me to my face. You know what I mean? I'm already hearing stories I heard stories about you from the supervisor. I heard stories about you from several coworkers, and they think that you definitely missing some screws. They definitely think that, you act like one of the clients. You feel me? Like, you're not, it's something ain't clicking up there. You feel me? Like, and I'm not judgmental about nothing or nobody who's different, because I love, everyone who, shows love. I just feel like I'm not discriminate. It's nothing about discrimination. Like, I love everybody, every color, any disability. It doesn't matter. If I love you forever, for infinity. And my love is so strong and so genuine. And you know what? Me and this lady, we actually had a cool conversation because we're both fire signs. So we both can connect, and we were connecting and stuff like that. So it's like, I'm like, okay, she's, you know what I mean? And then I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, you somebody's grandmama. You know what I mean? But she's messy. She's messy, and she lies. She lies right to your face. And someone told me, before she lied to me to my face, someone told me, oh, that lady, she's a liar. Like, she lies for no reason. And she literally lied for no reason. And it just it makes me, I don't like people who I don't like people who make things up, like, for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't like it in general. Like, just tell the truth. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest. But no, she wasn't honest, y'all. Like, and a lot of people call her out on her shit a lot of the times. And I've heard that she has had meltdowns before. So I'm just not engaging. I choose not to engage. I choose to just be focused on my goals and whatever it is that I have to cross off my fucking list before the end of the night or before the end of the shift. And I'm out. Like, I don't engage. I don't get sucked into her stories. I don't show her eye contact, because once she sees that you are, like, even just remotely listening just a little bit, she feels like, oh, I got you tuned in. I got you locked into my lie. Now let me weave you in. And it's just unnecessary. It's unproductive. So last night, I'm scoping around the house. It's different. They still got Christmas decorations all over. You know what I mean? This is my first time seeing a house like this. It's nice. However, there is there's new furniture around, like, you know what I mean? So I'm just, looking at everything that I gotta do, making my list, doing my rounds, making sure everybody's safe and healthy throughout the, entire shift and everything. I have 4 guys to protect and look over throughout the night. And everybody was asleep throughout the night. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody. I got pictures of the staff who was working with me, supposed to be passing meds. And this is how it usually is. They come in the morning, pass meds, and then they leave. Or they relieve me and I leave. And I don't mind that. Come in early, do your meds, do what you gotta do. But to stay overnight on a shift with me, there's no reason. If you're not gonna clean, if you're not gonna help me cook. Oh, guess what breakfast? Let me tell you, right? Breakfast was so simple this morning. Oatmeal. Instant oatmeal. Okay? Literally, I asked her, because I'm like busting down the floors, I'm sweeping everything, mopping everything. It smells delicious. One of our clients had a BM accident everywhere, and it was just a number 2 accident everywhere. It smelled like a fucking sewer, just a sewer fan blowing everywhere. It smelled like bounce that ass times 10 to the 50th power. Like, it was crazy. Like, I can't tell you. I needed to go outside. I had to go outside, recollect myself. I put on a mask, some gloves, and I refocused, and I went back in there and I bust that motherfucker down. And she was in there fucking sleep, and I was pissed. Like, I'm like, yo, this is disgusting. I'm over here gagging and shit. I'm like, like, help. Get the fuck up. Like, comfortably sleeping. And had a blanket. Had the nerve to have a plush blanket, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're literally stealing time. You're not doing shit. Then in the morning, I asked, I'm like, yo, can you make the oatmeal? Because I'm busting down the floors. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to make it right. I usually always take it off early or I take it off late. Word. Bet. It was just like every little thing she didn't want to help me with. Anything I asked her to do. The shit massacre. And let me show you the shitty massacre that happened this morning, right? I tried to get the guy in the shower. He wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? He liked to, you know, strut his male dominance and testosterone and do his shit, his big one. And you know what? And when you shitty, I'm not fighting with you. You got it. You did your big one already. You know what I'm saying? I gotta clean up after you. After I done already cleaned up this bullshit. You feel me? So I'm not fighting with shitty. I'm not fighting with you. So here we go. Right. And tonight, y'all, this is rare form. This is me letting y'all see me in a comfortable state. This is me before I lay down. I'm over here eating, tearing my food up. Excuse me. And yeah, I was pissed off, bruh. Everything I was asking her to do, she act like she didn't want to do it. And she looked young. Like, I didn't even know you was somebody's grandma. Like, she annoying, bro. She's so annoying. So let me tell y'all. I was cleaning up the first part of his mess, right? That's why I put my food down, because I knew I was gonna be talking about this. And it's like my stomach gets weak when it comes to that. Like it was just so strong, y'all. But I was wiping everything down. He spread it all over the walls. Like everything that I cleaned, he fucked up, y'all. So I went back, clean everything back. Tell me why this girl's still asleep. So I'm like, let's go, get in the shower. Come on. And I'm saying it loud so she could wake up, right? And she woke up because he grabbed one of the other clients. And I don't know if they was doing Ring Around the Rosie, but I was like, no, don't touch him. Because he was messy. He had it all over his hands, all over everything. And I didn't want him to have to, I didn't want to have to shower the other guys. Like, just because you want to go and touch the whole house and somebody else too, like, you out of pocket. And he a little itty bitty thing too, but he's strong as hell. Well, I don't fight. I am not gonna fight with none of y'all. It's your house. I'm just here to clean it and make sure y'all safe. You know what I'm saying? So when he bang on his chest with his fist, when he do his bang on his chest, I'm like, okay, whatever, sir. I'm gonna get back to doing what I do. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then he be trying to slap me up again, and I be, I give him the head nod, like, you know. Ain't no love lost. So I proposition, I'm like, go. Can you shower him? He's not gonna let me shower him. So she gets up and she's like, gloves, gloves, give me gloves. I look around like, who's she yelling at? So I go back to doing my thing. I start the oatmeal. She finished showering him. And she cleaned the whole bathroom because she said it was like real. She said, oh my God, it was so crazy in there. It was everywhere, right? I don't believe her because I cleaned all them walls. But maybe it was crazy in there because she was in there with him for a while. But she came out in time for me to teach her how to make instant fucking oatmeal the right way. And it was busting. They busted it down. You feel me? It's always an A+ when Chef Chops is in the motherfucking kitchen. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not, folks. You know what I'm saying? They love my food so much they start licking the plate. They lick the bowl sometimes. Like, I be like, no, don't do that. Because what if we go out and eat at a restaurant and the food be so good that they start licking the plate or they start licking up, you know, whatever they serve the food on. That's not, you know, we don't do stuff like that. So I was trying to teach them that, but you know, it'd be so good. They love chopped sauce. But no. Y'all know I took pictures of her, right? I might put it in the I don't know how I can add. I took pictures of her sleeping because it's not fair. Why do you get to be here with me collecting money and you're sleeping? And she's not even trying to get up and help. It's the entitlement for me. Like, she's sitting there, even when she was up, she was sitting there playing games on her tablet. Like, girl, what are you doing? Get up. So I was busting it down. I finished everything off my list. I actually finished my job literally at 8:59. And I clocked out at 9 o'clock on the dot. It was perfect. Perfect. I left and it was on to the next client from there. But when I was in the garage, or when I was in the parking lot before I pulled off, I started writing a message to the head of the company. And I sent them pictures. Because something gives me like, she would have probably took credit for all the work that I did and said that I was the one sleeping. And not for nothing, coworkers told me that she's like that. So I'm like, before you try to get me, I'm gonna get you. And that's on everything. Toodles. You should have got up and you should have did your job. She got up, she passed meds, then she took somebody to the day program. But she should have been working. She shouldn't have been sleeping that long. All them hours, I got her for like 4 or 5 hours on the clock sleeping. What type of shit is that? Why are you here? Go home. Go to your bed. Make yourself comfortable. What are you doing? Like, I was just annoyed because it was like, it's unnecessary. I just feel like you don't have to be here till the morning time. Straight like that. I feel like you there just to try to spy on me. Because every time when I tell you, I'll be sweeping and mopping, and she's there looking, just staring all in the way. And I'm like, yo, what you about to do? What you about to do? Because you see me sweeping? You see me mopping? And she just, I'm like, oh, maybe. And then she be like, oh, okay, let me get out of your way. Are you doing it purposely? Like, do you want me to? Then, excuse me, I be on the phone, right? I'm over here talking, you know, trying to work some shit out, trying to, you know, secure and lock some shit down. And she over here in my face talking about shit I don't care about. And I'm blatantly ignoring her ass, like, to the point where I start singing a song. I'm on the phone singing a song. So you could think like, oh, he's not paying attention. And she's still talking like, shut up. Move around. Don't nobody want to hear you. Like, it's overnight. I'm here to do my job. I'm not here to socialize with you. You're not even supposed to be here. Then when I stopped talking to her, she fell asleep. And that's when I get all those pictures. They might, I don't know. Her face not really in them like that, so I might post them. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And none of them know my artist name at this job. So they only know my government name. They don't know my artist name, so I don't really give a shit. Whoops. I'm at the gas station because I need to get some gas. Oh, there we go. I can't stand nobody who try to micromanage me neither. Like, I got this. Take your ass home. If you're not doing meds, you should be home. You shouldn't be here watching me. And literally, she's just watching me. I feel like maybe her, and you know what's weird? I tell the supervisor, like, yo, like, I don't, and she knows too. She's like, yeah, I be sick of her shit, da 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 da. And she like, I felt like we connected, but you still scheduling me with this clown? Like, I'm starting to look at you sideways like, oh, okay, maybe y'all in cahoots. Cause you know, nobody can stand her. So, give me soy sauce. But I need duck sauce. It was enough poo-poo talk, so. Do y'all want to buy it? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being so selfish. Here. I'm going to share it with you for being with me this long. I'm about to go and get some gas, though. I'm going to come back on because there's something else I want to talk about that I think is kind of important. But what I learned from this, y'all, what I learned is that you can work with people that you don't like, without it being a situation. Like, there was no drama. We didn't, like, I didn't have to argue with her. I didn't have to go back and forth with her. I literally put music on and I tuned her out because, you know you were wrong for sleeping on that whole shift like that. And you ain't helped me clean out one bit. And you over here watching me and trying to distract me. I don't like stuff like that. But here, I'm going to give y'all a bite. And give you a little bit of everything. Here, let me give you some green too. Yum. But you don't have to always go left. Like, you can take the higher road. Like, she throws so many people under the bus. Like, she said something to me that just that turned me off from her. Because she disclosed some heavy personal health information to me about my supervisor that she should not have. And I have not let my supervisor know about that. But when she did that, and my supervisor didn't share this information with me, so she doesn't know that now I know. But because she opened her big mouth and she said it for no reason, because why did you even, she just, I can't even put my finger on it, y'all. Like, and she blames other staff for things. And then you know what she does? She'll be like, oh, like, say, y'all know how I make my list, right? And I might have, I already swept, I already mopped. I might have to put the dishes from the dishwasher away. And she'll come to me and be like, oh, I know you got to put the dishes out of the dishwasher, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. And then she won't do it and say that he just didn't want to do his job. He just, like that. Like, ooh, you so nasty. Like, you nasty. Like, why are you so nasty? Rude. Real rude. But, yeah, y'all. I'm about to get me some gas. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Am I on?